I was pretty pissed off when I started this video. So here in about a few seconds, I'm gonna be yelling, talking sternly, if you will. Because I found some stuff in this engine that just pissed me off. It was one of my dad's friends that sold it to him, or friends or whatever. Smoked a little bit of cracky.
And then he called the cops, and they came, and they let me go. You got the shit?
But yeah, he sold 3 other engines that grenaded, and this was one of them.
You got the crack here, right? Oh, no crack? Oh, fuck, you guys don't have crack? Oh, fuck you guys. What's the crack?
So I was just kind of pissed off, just to fair warn you. If you don't know the history of an engine, tear it the fuck apart, and here's why. So I was taking the crank out, and I saw a little bit of rust fall out. So I was like, what the fuck? Let's pop a freeze out. The guy that was fucking with this last, look at this. He pushed the old one in, completely blocking the cooling passage, and then pushed that in. Because I was wondering why these weren't driven all the way in. I bet you if I pop that one out, the old one's behind it too. But that's just the fucking beginning. So then I start taking the cam out, right? Look what fucking follows. What the fuck is that? Alright, well, as I just showed you, if you don't know the history of an engine, tear it the fuck apart, alright? So, like, for instance, will you come over here, bro? So, I knocked out every freeze-out plug except for the ones in the back. I'm gonna do that once I take it off the engine stand. A lot of rust in there, so I might have to take it to the machine shop to have them clean it, but we'll see, because I'm gonna try to clean it myself before I do that. Just because a machine shop hot tanks it doesn't guarantee that it's gonna clean out the cooling passages. Next, if you will come and show them this. So, 9 times out of 10, when it comes to a small block Chevy, replace the cam bearings. Like this fucking dingle queef, he half-assed fucking put the cam bearing in. Once I went to go pull the cam, it just fucking grenaded. I've never ran this engine. It fired for like 0.3 seconds, like way back in the day, and then that was it. This shit needs cleaned. Like, it was getting into the inside of the engine. That's no bueno. Before we start like putting a lot of effort into this, we need to inspect the block. So first and foremost, does it need bored? This does not. This needs honed. You can come in and take a look at this, Noah. So the rule of thumb is when you're checking it, if you see a gouge, right, it's if your nail gets caught. If your nail gets caught, the motherfucker needs bored. This doesn't. The next thing you want to check for is if the cylinder is ovaled. So what you want to do is take an old ring, right? It's upside down right now, so it's going to be quite... Here, let me see if I can do it from the other side real quick. What you want to do is you want to take an old ring, you want to center it up, and you just want to check the bore. So I don't have my hone with me. I got to fucking order a new one because I lost it in the move. But take a piston, center it up. All right, you want it to be straight. Don't go too far though. All right, and what you're wanting to check for is if the cylinder is ovaled. So what you want to do is you want to take a light, all right, put it up under, and then look at the sides right here, okay? If you see light coming through, it's gonna need bored, all right? This one's good. I've already checked all 8 here, so we're good there. It just needs a hone. All right, now, if you're not gonna take it to a machine shop and you're gonna clean it yourself, this is where, like I was saying in the last video, attention to detail is everything, all right? The more you put in, the more you're gonna get out. If you just wanna throw it together with old oil and gunk and just kind of scrape this off and call it good, like I said, you're gonna get what you put into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna strip all the old paint because I want a fresh new layer. I guarantee you there's probably 3 or 4 coats of bullshit here. We look down at the engine. And then you see all this fuckery. We're gonna clean this, get it back down the metal the way it should be. We're gonna clean everything. We're gonna get all the old oil out. I'm gonna use gasoline for a lot of this shit, which I know you guys probably are gonna blow my comments up for, but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna do the cam bearings myself, and I've never done it, and I'm excited to fuck it up. So. So the weekend project for my parents is going to be painting this. I don't know what color they entirely decided on, but we're gonna get every bit of old paint off of this thing because there's at least three layers caked onto here, and then prep the block, get it all taped off because we don't want anything that doesn't need to be painted. We want every ounce of grease, dirt, everything. We want that out of the engine. Even like I'm cleaning the cylinders before boring them, right? I'm gonna get this thing spotless, and then as soon as the hone is here, I'm gonna hone it, and then I'm gonna clean it again. Get the difference already, you know what I mean? Even after I get the block prepped, we're gonna clean it one more time before assembling everything, so.